I'm recording. I'm recording. Whoops. Oh gosh. Hey, what's happening everybody? Sonic Kai here again with another video, and welcome to a different kind of video. In this one I'm gonna be doing something different. For those of you that follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter, you'll know that I recently announced that I'm making my own Splatoon comic, and I kind of wanted to just make a video of me just, as the title says, redesigning deep cut for said comic. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to go through the designs and just show what I did, kind of explain it, and we'll see what happens. I've never done one of these before. I wanted to try branching out, experimenting with my content a little bit, so this is what we're doing. Feel free to get a snack to watch along, or maybe draw while you listen to me yap, and let's move on. Or not move on. Let's get into it. Not move on. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm supposed to have the speed paints playing, but for Big Man, I have to not do that for this because I kind of did his before I decided maybe I'll turn this into a video, so I don't have his speed paint. So here, I'll just show him right now. This is Big Man. The idea I was going for was more so just I wanted to give deep cut outfits that represented what culture they're supposed to be based on. And I mainly was using this I don't know why I'm looking up. I was using this concept art, not concept art, but Splatfest art that you're seeing as inspiration. Except for Big Man, for some reason Nintendo just doesn't want to put Big Man in clothes. I assume it's probably because they think him being a manta ray is gonna carry his Brazilianness. I don't really know. But this turned out to be a real challenge because I don't know much about Brazilian culture at all. And when I looked it up, what Brazilians wear, I saw this was what I got. This just looks like Mexico to me. I mean, feel free to roast me in the comments, but yeah, I don't know. So I just kind of used what I could find, and this is what I came up with. I like it. I think I'm happy with it. I'm going to remove the cuttlefish symbol, though, because I'm going to remove the cuttlefish symbol and put his actual clan symbol there instead, because that was actually for a scrapped idea that I was going to do, but I decided against because I felt like that made things too complicated. But yeah, I don't know if this is accurate or not. The only other exposure to Brazilian culture that I have outside of me looking up outfits is the Rio movies, and those outfits are kind of too generic for what I was trying to do, except the carnival stuff, but I'm not putting Big Man in a bird bikini for a bandit outfit. So I also made his mask bigger, as you can see, because look at this thing. Look how tiny it is. That is not covering any. So yeah, this is Big Man. I like how it turned out. I hope you like it too. Okay, now, I thought Big Man was going to be the most challenging design. Apparently it turned out to be Frye, because I just had no idea what to do for some reason. I don't know why it gave me such a challenge, but I ended up making two separate designs. I mean, I made one design and then revised that design because the first design was way too close to Splatfest art that I mentioned earlier. So I guess just for the sake of showing the development, I'll show both. So what you're seeing right now is the original one that I made. I feel like I kind of followed the Splatfest art a little too closely with this, but you know, aside from that, I just realized that it was going to be too much detail for a comic, especially since I'm going to be drawing this outfit so much. I'm probably going to get tired of it really fast, and it's also going to take a lot of work if I did it like this, so, you know, I opted against it. But yeah, I guess while this is running, I will talk a little bit about the comic. But basically what it is it's supposed to be like a continuation of Side Order and Octo expansion, like that part of the lore. And you know, it follows the main character, who is a secret agent of an organization in the Splatlands. Not really secret agent, like a federal agent. Hey everyone, Editor Kai here. So I realized that I didn't actually have a part where I actually showed who the main character was, so I'm just gonna insert that in here real quick. This is him. His name is Raiden. Now you've seen him. Now you know what he looks like. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in here real quick. Now we'll get back to the main video. Eventually he meets Deep Cut and learns that who he's working for is not what they seem to be, and that sets off a whole adventure of him learning the truth about what this organization is and how it was built. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because that's going to be spoilers for the comic, so you'll just have to read it to find out. Anyway, back to the design. I ended up putting way too many bits and bobs on this. I even tried to fit in her Frye's clan logo thing, clan crest. I don't know. What are these things called actually? What are these called? Family crests. They are actually called family crests. Okay, got it. So yeah, I tried to include Frye's family crest in this design, but I ended up not having space for it. And honestly, the design was so busy, I don't think I'd want to include it anyway. And that's Frye. That's old Frye. As you can see, this is why I kind of scrapped this one, because there is so many details in this. It would have just been a nightmare to have to draw over and over again. I do like a few ideas, which is what I kept in her new design, but yeah, ultimately this ended up just being too close to the Splatfest art outfit, and it ended up being too much detail. Also, another thing I want to say, her mask is a pain to draw. For some reason, I just couldn't wrap my head around it for the longest time, and it it just made the whole process so much more difficult. But yeah, that's the old Frye design. Now let's go to the final design. So I was using the old design as a base a little bit, but I also, with that, was trying to sort of build my own thing around it. So, you know, I kept the hair as it was and the veil, but I basically was trying to strip down and just simplify it a little bit more. So most of the accessories were gone. I did want to do something different with the pants, so I kind of had it to where they were still poofy, but it wasn't like they were attached to each other, so it was, I guess, basically... No, her original design, like, her main design still has the single pants, so I guess I just did my own. I guess I just basically kind of did my own thing. Anyway, I also added this thing here, this little flap piece of fabric just hanging down. I'm not too sure what you call that, but I saw it in a few Indian outfits, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll throw that in just to give it a little more variety. I also changed her top so it's not a whole bunch of metal bling. It's just a regular fabric top. I also tried doing those little things that you just saw along the waistband there, but I don't know, it didn't really look right to me. I might go back and try it again, because I actually feel like that those could work in that design. But I did end up including this, her little emblem there, like it was before. So yeah, I managed to go through the design and just clean it up a little bit, and somehow the mask was actually easier for me to figure out this time around. I guess that was probably because I forgot I had a Frye amiibo, so I just kind of used the amiibo to figure it out, and for some reason I was able to grasp it a lot better. I'm not entirely sure, but we figured it out. I figured it out in the end, and yeah, there we go. There's Frye's design. This one I'm a lot more happy with. This is so much better, so much cleaner, and it's definitely going to be easier for me to draw. I went hard on that right hand for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I just locked in, but yeah. And yes, as you can see, there is holes in her ear for the piercings, because even though she's not wearing the piercings, the holes are still going to be there. I pride myself in the small details. But that is Frye's design. Now, let's move on to Shiver. Shiver is definitely the design that I'm most proud of. But even then, it took me probably the longest to figure out what I actually wanted to do for her, because, you know, it's Japanese, she's Japanese, but it's like, I feel like just doing a regular kimono or one of those things is a little bit too simple, until I saw this piece of concept art where she has a different kind of sarashi, and one of the shoulders of the kimono are off, and I thought, oh, this is cool, maybe I'll try doing something like this. So that's what I did. I basically followed that look one-to-one almost. The only change I made was having the waist part thing have her little medallion thing on it. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as the concept art. I just simplified it a little bit. I didn't have the circular snake design thing because I feel like that would have been too much for what it was for. So I just simplified the design. I changed her hair to have it be tied up because I feel like she would have it like that, because I feel like the back of the hair could get in the way of things. So that's what that's the reason why I have her hair tied up. And also, I think Shiver with her hair tied up is actually pretty cute, so yeah, that's what I decided to go with. Also, am I like the only one that finds it so satisfying to draw Shiver's front bang thing, or whatever it is? I don't know why. Something about drawing that is just so satisfying when you do it. Something about the way it's shaped. I'm not sure, but I really like the way the way her hair is. When it came to colors, I was just pretty simple with it. I kind of followed what was in the concept art, sort of, but it was just like a blue, reds, and whites for the most part. And then of course we have her mask as well. Her mask was so much simpler to figure out. And yes, I also did make sure to have the holes for the piercings. I did decide to do a little small sketch on the side just to show how her hair is tied up, mainly for myself. Just so I'd be able to draw it from other angles. And I decided to have it to where she has a hair pick in it, and so I did a small design for the hair pick as well. But after I did that, after looking at the design fully for a minute, it did feel a little bit bland, so I did decide to add these gold trims on it, just the gold waves and a little trim on the inside part of it, just to give it a little bit more in the design. And yeah, that's that. Here we have Shiver. I'm really proud of this one. This is probably my favorite design out of all of them, and I'm really excited to draw more of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the designs I wanted to show off. I thought this was just a fun little video to kinda just, I guess, promote the comic I'm making a little bit, and sort of show a little bit of my creative process when making this. But yeah, all of Deep Cut now has proper bandit outfits. I did have another drawing that I was working on specifically of Shiver in her bandit outfit, but the USB port on my PC stopped working, so I kinda couldn't draw anymore. I don't know if I'll have it fixed before this video's out. If I do, you'll probably see it right here. If I do end up finishing it before this video comes out. If not, I will post the speed paint on my second channel when I get to finishing it. And yes, I do have a second channel now. It's if you want to check it out, the link is in the description, as well as on my channel homepage. It's there as well. But that channel's just gonna be a place for me to upload random miscellaneous stuff that I wouldn't upload on my main channel. So if that's your kind of thing, you're more than welcome to sub and check it out. I don't have any content on there yet. It's going to be a hobby channel, so uploads are going to be more inconsistent. But yeah, there we go. We have all of Deep Cut, and one step closer to completing the comic. The comic is... I've finished writing the first arc, and there's going to be 3 arcs in total. So we're a third of the way done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed watching this process of me designing Deep Cut for my comic. And I hope you guys will be interested in checking it out when it comes out. But that's gonna be it from me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.